Well, happy 2026. Here's to a new year. And can you believe January is like, it's over. It was like, it's so done. It's like blink over. Thank you so much for doing this tarot reading. I definitely was kind of getting like this energy of, it like took a while to get settled, to get things just right. I don't know if you were like moving furniture around, cleaning, or just getting back organized maybe after the holidays and stuff. So it was like this unsettled feeling until everything got done. Or maybe you're still trying to get some stuff getting settled. There was a couple of cards when I was preparing the decks for us today. There was cards that flew out, and so I went ahead and held them to the side and kind of I'm taking it as like this is how the stories begins, basically the tone that we're going to be taking for this card reading that we're doing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get in the mindset. We're in a different atmosphere. I brought you into my room. I just have stuff everywhere. I sell stuff on eBay, and then there was the baby shower, and so I'm selling all the crystal that I used for the baby shower decorations. And I'm just learning like the whole new thing of crystal. Like I was not familiar with it, and it's pretty interesting. So the baby was born. Woo, that was loud. So sorry, that was loud. The baby was born, and I had to pick up and drive. It was like a little bit of chaosy stuff going on everywhere. But all is well. We were just a little bit behind, but here we are now pushing through forward. I'm getting here with our hearts, our stones here, the indication of we definitely have a heart chakra. Could be going through transitions, could be going through past traumas that were healed, or maybe you came to like a like peace with things, peace within. We're also seeing here activation in the sacral chakra, and this is with sexuality, with pleasure. Things could be getting steamier in the household. It could be that change of energy with that, and maybe just kind of being within yourself, like this self-confidence, sexuality with pleasure. There's a bunch of array of things that we can do to heighten our femininity. Woo! And I'm also getting here the root chakra. So that's career, money, mindset, sense of belonging. And that really is the tone for the year for a lot of people. Home life, situation with home, our parents, our family members, possibly siblings. It's like that across the board with these houses that are playing energies in our lives. As for our love life here, it looks as though there is that big part of chapters maybe that need to close within ourselves. That's kind of like rebuilding the heart and maybe still speaking from the heart. So it gets used to a new feeling, a new sensation, speaking from the heart. Maybe it was something that was blocked beforehand, or maybe feeling a little blocked about something, but these are the ones here. And so love, relationship, and self-acceptance, right? Then we have here about the sexuality and pleasure. Okay. And then we have career, money, mindset, and sense of belonging. Those are our themes for what we're feeling within, or maybe a little bit needing more attention to, or prominent in our lives. Bring it to the forefront. All right. So let's keep these on the side. Where can I put them? I have to remember that I only have so much limited screen that you could see from here. And I don't know about you, but usually I have to wear glasses, so things could be a little bit hard, but I'll make sure to pick everything up so I could show you. The first deck on hand, the theme that it was showing me here, again, it's the Five of Swords. Maybe past arguments or boundaries that were being walked over with you are no longer being walked over. Like maybe it's getting easier to say, hey, this is my boundary. And it's actually working with making things function better. They kind of like, they backed away from you, like saying, oh shit, I can't pull the fast one over you. Possibly here with the Emperor that's in your life. And look at how he's looking sideways, like at you, like I couldn't pull that one over you, or like there's a new you, look at you, who's kind of side eyeing over here, and you're very proud and happy for yourself for standing your boundaries here. And it could be this new type of energy still practicing within. This shows me here definitely Virgo energy. This was a lot of self-reflection within, being the hermit. It was the inner work by yourself that had to be done. And maybe you were seeing things now for what they are with this emperor here, and where you need to stand. Enough's enough, possibly. This right here also is telling me that you are like, I can only take control of my side of the street. You, sir, need to do your part to make this work. And if not, then that's your problem over there. Oh, you forgot to do something? Not my problem. That was your responsibility. And maybe this right here dynamic of the pushback is like also maybe realization of how much you do. Like I think a lot of times men forget how much we do with the with the labor that they don't realize that's being done, by women functioning and managing the household and managing different events, going on with the lives. Second deck here that we came into with the theme that it's coming up with. This is definitely Ten of Swords, all the different types of pains that you endured. Maybe you had like everything lined up as to saying, this is how was hurt this way. This is how I was hurt that way. This is what you did over here that hurt me. And this is why, like the motion of each of the things. And you're like, dude, like enough's enough already. But there is like this maybe change of energy here showing that this right here no longer can hold you down. And it's like looking up towards like more gratitude. I'm grateful that I was able to get through those things. I was grateful to be able to see the change in myself, and I'm going to be like more positive minded, or like I only want to live in the positive now with you, like, or this is how I see my ideal life to be, and this is my goal to get it. This is what we're seeing here, like no longer maybe living in the past, only looking towards the future is the energy that I'm getting with this kind of theme. Okay, the love, the twin flame cards here that came up is definitely, there is a change in the winds, my dear. Chariot, where you're going to, there's change coming. I know which way I want to go, and it's not back. And this right here is the Wheel of Fortune, is basically, are you taking the opportunity to do the work within yourself? Are you doing the opportunity to change of mindset, change of relationship, like dynamics? How does this work for you, for the betterment of you? And the Wheel of Fortune shows that this is definitely a change in your life that you like gambled against possibly with it, but it's almost like it worked in your favor, and so you know where to go with this energy here. So let's go a little bit further. That's the theme that I'm getting. So let me go further into that, just kind of warming up the storyline here with this. Let me push this to the side here, push this up here. So we're going to follow along with this storyline with these cards. Okay, so these boundaries that you've had to set for yourself, let's see, set for yourself. This could be also employment with a boss that you had to set boundaries with. Boss energy, the Emperor is that, it's not only relationship. Possibly could have been asking for a raise, being contemplated, maybe more hours, or finding a new career that has, oh, Ace of Pentacles once again. Okay, this is how I want to live my life from here on forward. A lot of big blessings coming in with this energy over here. It's almost as if you're shedding a new light. Like no one's gonna get me down, and either like you're on this ride with me or you're not. Ooh, cards are jumping already. Five of Pentacles. It's like we've already put in enough years of our life here to do these certain things we want to do. It's like either now or never. And it looks as though like all the dreams that you have written into your manifestation book or your mind, it looks as though they are being all accounted for with the changes. Being accounted for, meaning that meaning that you've put in enough patience into yourself, your relationship, your career, everything, that these changes will come with big rewards, big rewards. So when we have, okay, let's see. When we have, let me see, where are we going with this here? When we have this chance of opportunity, do you take it? Do you not? I just saw 1010 a little while ago while I was coming into thought with that. This is definitely a change in your world. This is a new change that's happening for yourself, and it's not going to be like anything from the past. It's coming in very fiery, very hot. It's coming in like a blazing flame. Like, yes, like taking it and running with it kind of energy. Almost like who cares if the plans are like barely worked out? Let's do this. Let's go with the idea of yours. This is like support around you. You come up with a great idea. It's going to create opportunity for travel, possibly for work, or even travel that you guys are going to put things down. You and your mate are going to put things down into manifestation of, we want to do this, and how are we going to get it done? And at first it might seem like a small little idea, but it grows into something bigger when you write it down of what it is that you want in life, and who do you want that to be, and how do you want that to be. Like, you know, all the visuals of it, and start feeling it. You start feeling that joy in your heart of like this new fresh breath of air. Page of Cups. It does look as though there is a type of email offer, text offer. Maybe there's something there that comes through as a small message of an opportunity that you are going to seize. And it's really, truly a surprise. It's a surprise that you just did not expect this offer at all. You are seen as a Queen of Wands, very caring, very bright. You are very like flourishing with knowledge that it's praised. This is also very thoughtful. This is the type of queen that they see you in, as a Queen of Wands. Seven of Wands, you really stand by what you feel and what you're saying, and it's almost like, I will die on this hill for the beliefs that I have. So you're like, I don't care if I'm going to succeed or not succeed, I gotta get this done. You're starting from scratch again. You're starting from the beginning again. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. The past is the past, and it's like you say, I've already hurt every which way. Like, there's nothing more that could hurt me from here on out. Like, I've already been hurt the most. I've already been hurt the most. And so then you get this energy of a 2 of Cup, basically an offer, right? You're getting an offer, and it is an offer that is talking about teamwork, team cooperation. What is the word? We are like, you're in negotiations. You are compromising. That's the freaking word. It's taking me forever to come to my brain. Compromising. You are working things out, and it does look as though it's an offer, Knight of Cup energy. So it's a knight coming in and giving you a cup of love, offering a solution. And this is what you're like, yep, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I want. Your higher self is telling you that you want the best opportunity to come your way. And that is what is basically in your forefront. Very, very, very nice and soon, from what it looks like with these changes. Okay, bottom of the deck. Worried about tower energy, destruction, starting the foundation new again. It's not always doom and gloom, but it does look like as something has to give, something has to break to do the rebuild, right? You have to knock down walls to get that big old, to get the big living room bigger kind of situation. You know, you gotta you gotta add on to the house, but you gotta knock down the wall first to get, you know, the beams exposed and stuff. So it's that deconstruction to bring back stronger foundation. Strongerness is not a word. Come on. All right, the work The work. You're watching your manifestations come to life, basically. Your ideas and you know, everything that you have. Maybe you find yourself also putting in time and work in self-healing, which is coming in right under the Ten of Swords. That past energy, like everything that you've learned from life has come from these pains and experiences. And so there may be something of this nature that like you're really speaking on it, and it creates a dynamic of an opportunity. Maybe someone comes and says, hey, you come and speak to our group, and you find that this is a calling for you. Maybe something with church, and maybe something with community. You know, you're maybe could be starting a group where you speak on experiences. Oh, that almost slipped out. Okay, these past hurts for us, and this new opportunity that we're coming in with, all the work that we've worked on with ourselves. What is this one? Oh my gosh. Okay, for I am you and you are me. All right, let's see. It just kind of went whoosh. So I'm going to kind of just go in reverse here. All right, let's see. I'll show you right now. I'm hearing something about life insurance, making sure to have life insurance, or maybe look into getting life insurance, or are you becoming like a life insurance agent? Let's see here. Okay. All right. So the opportune that's coming in, right, where we last left off up here with the Ace of Pentacles. Again, we are looking at all the work that we have put in for ourselves, and watching it grow and prosper. All the work that you did over here, it's not the same card. You're putting in the work. You did the karma, good karma points, you know, to rectify everything. This is you now getting rewarded for what you've put into yourself, into your job, the relationship. You're quite showing here that you're going to be very satisfied with yourself. It's going to be potentially a very nice raise that, you know, makes your savings account look fat, or you're going to come into money that will be like changing, giving you a whole new breath of life with these winnings here. It could be possibly a very crazy amount of winnings. Go to the casino. So maybe you have some lucky days there. Simba said yes, you're gonna have some lucky days over there. King of Wands energy. This is sex life looks like it's definitely turning around. You could be maybe more enticing to like get down and dirty, and like, you know, some places that aren't the normal places where you've done it before, or, you know, something of that nature. But this King of Wands energy is matching your energy, so it's a very nice mutual like feeling of this back and forthness. Maybe there's flirting going on. The Death card is here, which is possibly that someone was cut off. Someone was cut off. Energies were cut off where maybe you stop communicating with someone, and then, you know, they might be begging to come back into your life or whatnot, and you're just like, nah. Or like if you got into an argument and it was like, this is the last of the last, or else we're dunskies. It was like the final ultimatum, something of that nature. Or possibly if it's with work related, so I have to do the span of this because this is you under your cups here. Each of your cups have to be filled and prosperous. Something in this nature is with dying of it. So maybe an old habit is stopping. There maybe was there a health scare. You know, it's like you knew that it was coming, or you'll know that it's going to be coming. And two, this is the balance between faith and like spiritual belief and law, like, you know, like what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. So there may be a new stance in that, and a new feeling towards that. And it looks as though it's the happy life, you know, 10 of cups here. It's the ultimate, like what your dreams are with you and your significant other here. And it's very prosperous. Like the money comes in, you know, the wealth changes, traveling becomes opportune. You know, all these old ways about the way things were done beforehand are not the way they're not done anymore. So there's a change in step here because of your perspective of things, if that makes sense. And you make changes to make things happen. Here, it may seem as though you were like sneaking away. Maybe you did like a secret interview or something, and like someone feels like you're getting away with something. Someone feels as though you're they're jealous, they're jealous of you, they're envious of you, like you're getting away with murder or something like that. And this could be between a significant other or maybe someone at work, a coworker. This could also be maybe a friend, that might be like, look at you just getting away with it. You know what I mean? Like you're getting all your wishes come true, and they're like envious in some way. And so you have to be careful with that kind of energy there. The Two of Cups is definitely an offer that's coming in for you. This is the offer that maybe possibly you've been waiting for. You've been wanting to hear about change happening, and it's actually here and happening. And this gives you a whole new perspective on life. And again, it is over here, which is kind of nice because remember over here, you're like bringing in the Two of Wands. We're thinking of possibilities versus Three of Wands, definitely picking a possibility because the opportunities just keep on coming and coming. So that could be like for date nights. It could be for traveling for work experiences. It could be like just winning money or getting money left and right from different places because, maybe you have a new, here we go, a King of Cups who's more observant, more spoiling you. A King of Cups that's giving you everything that you want. This is what's in the air for the future. Like, what is it you want, babe? You want that? No problem. You want me to build you that? I got that. I can build that for you. Oh, you want a new car? You know what I mean? Like, they just keep on going and going and going. It's all these kind of opportunities that are going to be arise. And it looks as though it's going to be more like gifts. It's going to be all about gifts. Like, you're like, heck yeah, give me the gifts. Maybe that's a sweet spot for you. Like a love language for you is the gifts. And like, finally, finally dude gets it. Finally dude's like, yeah, okay, like this is what it was, that all it took. Dang, why didn't I do this a long time ago? Exactly, because you don't listen to me. You know what I mean? Like, I've been telling you all along. I'm not trying to make it a mystery for you. I've been saying it all along, that kind of thing. And then the universe just kind of said, yeah, you know what, she has been saying this all along. Woo, that's a lot of cards. Hold on here. This is a lot of cards. Okay. So definitely you'll be doing some traveling, possibly even doing traveling on your own, moving on your own. Definitely more independence, I feel, with these opportunities that are coming up. Maybe it's that time away, or like you're getting space that is actually like really nice, and you're just like able to get breaks of a different life. Like, like you could turn off being in one mode when you're out and about or traveling. You could be another way. That makes sense. It definitely looks as though it's the love that you cherished. It's the ideal income you cherish. Like, the blessings are coming down. It's the Ace of Cups here. You already had, a lot of cups coming left and right. So this is definitely where you are going to be fulfilled. You are going to have a year, my dear. This is going to be definitely like just wow. And the Hangman here, it's almost as like, but how though? How? And it's like you kind of have to release yourself and just like hang there. Usually this is this person who's stuck on what it is that they want. So if you're like stuck in what it is you want, then you might have a hard time seeing the good that's coming. Or you could be just like, I'm just going to hang here, and whatever comes my way mentality. The Empress. Yes. So you have the loving, giving heart ideas. You have the Libra Evolution energy, just the feminine, like, baby, I can't live without you. Like, or you are the prime one that we need for this job to get done. Like, you are seen as the top notch, if that makes sense. You are the top notch cream of the crop woman that they want. And look at this. Emperor knows it right after you. Like, he's like, I will do whatever you want. Is that the plan of we're going to get done? Then let's do it. The boss sees you. You get shit done. I want you to be on my team. Maybe be my assistant. This is that type of energy here. Looking at you like, ooh, this is a new you. The Emperor is definitely going to be giving you cups left and right of offers and things you want. This is, again, recognizing maybe that, your love language is, getting gifts. I thought there was another night. There was another night that was coming in hot. Coming in hot. No, it's the same one. Confirmation. It's the same night. Same night. See that? Confirmation. So, offers are coming. There is a change. 9 of Pentacles, my dear. You are flourishing all on your own. You are making your own financial income that's very satisfying to you. That gives you like peace of mind. You feel kind of more like in control that way because you can spend your money however you want to. Possibly could be like, oh, I got a separate account over here. Also to like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do to be happy. And this is the Lovers. So we definitely have the Lovers in the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. No, not the Wheel of Fortune. Is it the Wheel of Fortune? It's the Wheel of Fortune. But I'm thinking of freaking, are you going on Wheel of Fortune? Are you going to win money on the show? This is the Lovers. This is a change. You're taking an opportunity here to like go on this new journey. The Lover representation of you is the best love wins. The best offer wins, so go with it. That's perfectly fine. And just always make sure your needs are being kept and met to the highest level of the basically what your boundaries are, the highest level of your boundaries and what your requirements are to keep you happy. Like, you're like, this is it, the ultimatum, this is it. I want to let me with the love journey, specifically your twin flame here, because the Wheel of Fortune, again, is ending over here. It's, where to go, right? So there's a change of where where to go. There's also the change of basically lover energy. So the change of lover energy is maybe love was stale beforehand, but now it's hot and steamy. Love was mean beforehand, but now it's very thoughtful. This is a very happy, is like you are the star, the apple of my eye kind of energy that they see you in. You're the star, you're the top candidate, you're just the top notch, and so you engulf that, you kind of like engulf that energy with the love that you have, and it just makes everything brighter and shinier, like shine bright like a diamond. Let's see here. For I am you and you are me. I think that's like pretty much, I feel, with your love life. I mean, it is. Everything's a complete turnaround is what I'm seeing here. New love energy, new work energy. You've put in the work. You've put in time and energy with each other. You're maybe been doing like all your work on like top reviews at work. Very high praise towards you with your work ethic. Could be something of that nature. So there is definitely these changes that we'll be seeing coming up here in the next couple weeks. No, there's nothing else with the star. The star is where we leave it off at, my dear. Okay, and you know the drill. We like to close up with the cards that are like a fortune cookie. These are the Moonology cards. It kind of gives us the closure of what we'll be expecting for the next moon cycle, or when a moon cycle comes up. I think that was the end here. Positive changes. I like it. I do. It gives good energy, huh? It just makes everything nicer. I remember like when there was like a moment when I was like there was a day where I was like, man, like life is so good right now. If I died today, I'd be dying happy. And then of course I was like really, really young, but I felt that energy like where just everything turned around. Like I remember like, you know, the kids were like doing so good. My husband at the time, it's my ex-husband now, but my husband at the time was just not being a jerk. You know, he was just so cool and supportive at the time. Like just the stars seemed aligned and it was just so nice. And I was just like, seriously, when I was driving, I was like, if I died today, like I know I'd be dying happy. You know, it was that kind of energy. Believe in the impossible, blue moon. So here we leave off. Believe in the impossible, the unbelievable, the impossible is going to happen. So sky's the limit. I really like this. There's Simba. There he is. Super cool. All right, so here we go. Here's the closure for the end of the reading. Believe in the impossible. I thank you once again. I hope this gives you some relief and some leeway and some heads up of all the information. Again, this is Letha the Divine, and I hope to hear from you soon. Again, please let me know if you do have any questions. But yeah, this is what we'll be seeing with the play out of the next couple weeks or so. All right, I'll talk to you soon.